I agree. I think it was more of a black eye than anything.
It really did on a financial level. This shit, because we had this in the works before my math battle, and when that shit happened, they almost cut the whole shit down. But they understand what happened was, because they probably thought the same way, like, oh, this fool's just a crazy-ass dude that's trying to, like, you know, stunt or whatever. And then they realized, wait a minute, this motherfucker really, if I was in his place, I would have did the same shit. So people are starting to be understanding. I'm organic in them. They all understand it, too, but they probably can't be public about it. They can't say that because they're going to look like they're siding up with me. So you got a lot of people fronting. And, you know, when they know that, man, people make mistakes, and, you know, sometimes you just get put in scenarios, and if you could go back, you probably would change it, but, you know, you got to just move on, man. Like,
you know, Organic actually made a tweet.
That whole thing kind of, like, you were supposed to have been on Total Slaughter, the event, right? Wasn't you supposed to be at the event?
No, I mean, like, honestly, I took the math battle, so what happened is I was going to be on the Total Slaughter event. They told me, like, yo, even though you lost the day or whatever, like, you still did one of the best on the show. They're like, it was you, Day, and Rex. Basically, we were the, like, best dudes on the show, and we got the most feedback from all of them. So they wanted me to still be on it. When I took the math battle, they just went and set up them because it was too close. Because if you remember, the math battle was like a week before the Total Slaughter shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, or it was like a week after or before. Yeah, 2 weeks after. It was 12 days after or whatever. So pretty much they pretty much didn't even book me on the card because of that. But I even tried to come out there. Like, they didn't even want to bring me out. I don't know what it was with Total Slaughter, to be honest with you. I'm not even going to badmouth them or anything, but I felt like there was a lot of favoritism going on, and I kind of just, I feel like, I don't know if I got played, but, like, I just feel a little used, you know what I'm saying? So,
I definitely thought you won that. I definitely thought you won that daylight battle in the house.
Right,
I definitely thought you won
that. We're looking out. It's not even so much that. Like, I'm not even going to, that's my man, he won, whatever. I'm not going to be like, you know, I took that or whatever. But, you know, it's not just so much that. It was kind of like the treatment. Even, like, when we were in the living room, bro, I started getting on Mook and Rex and all of them, and I snapped on Verb, washed the floor with him. Where the fuck was all that footage in the fucking episodes, bro? They cut it all up, and they promised me that they would put out the full thing, like how I start bombing on Rex and Mook. They walk away from the cipher. You know what I'm saying? They don't want no part of it. Math is in the background, quiet as fuck. He didn't want to spit. You know what I'm saying? Verb just started getting killed. Cortez got killed. And they just showed a couple of the fucking, like, lines that I spit, and it's like, to me, that's kind of using me, because if you're going fucking, if I'm not even going to be getting paid like that for this shit, like, you might as well put out what I did, man, because, like, that's a part of me. Like, you just edited out a part of my soul. Like, do people really think that, like, I just spit bars for the fuck of it? I don't know what people think, man. Like, that shit is a part of me. That's my art. That's blood right there. Like, I want to see that. And, you know, they probably will never put it out. If they do, shouts out to them, and I'll reverse everything I just said. But until then, you know what I'm saying, I just feel a little whatever, man. Like, they kind of corporated me to the side, bro. Whatever. Fuck it. I ain't even tripping, man. The only reason I went into it because they told me I was Eminem's favorite battler. That's what they got. That's why I agreed to do it, because Royce called me and told me that. Like, they had to have Royce call me to convince me to do this shit, and I ended up doing it because they hyped me up like I was going to meet M or some shit.
Well, but Bizarre said that before on the show also, too.
Yeah,
Bizarre
said it before on the show.
Yeah.
But Bizarre said it, but then to hear it from Royce, like, on the phone, like, just me and him talking, not on some radio shit, like, it was just more confident. He's like, nah, bro, I'm telling you, like, I wouldn't tell you this. Like, I'm quoting him, like. So then I was just like, oh, okay. If it's like that, man, I was just like, man, fuck it. Like, because I had no guards, dog. I had just battled Pat 2 days before the battle. I was like, man, Math is going to kill me. Like, I already thought I'm coming to Brooklyn to just get killed by Math, and this is just to make him look good. Like, because you know, me and Math had our thing, and then as soon as they said we were up first, I was like, oh. So this is like a setup type of thing. But I guess it just happened randomly. I don't know. I still feel like there was some funny shit behind that. Them putting Math against me my first day when I get there, when they know I don't have bars, I don't know. Math had no battle for a whole month, so he was writing for a whole month. You know what I mean? And it's a one-rounder, so I was thinking this shit's going to be packed with just destructive haymakers, and I'm just going to be freestyling like an idiot. Somehow, I beat him. You know what I'm saying? I made it through the other round, and you could tell Joe Budden didn't want me to win. Like, I just felt like there was all this favoritism. Like,
well, yeah, you know what? Psycho mentioned that, and is there, like, Psycho mentioned that he said, yo, Diz, I feel like I heard that before. He felt that Joe Budden was hating on you.
Hell yeah, he was. That's right.
He was.
Psycho was, because look, it started before that. Like, before we got to there, he was in the house just shaking everybody's hand and like dick riding everybody, like, oh, Big T, oh man, oh Arch, oh boy, like just being cool with everybody, like, awesome with everybody, and then he walks by me every time, like, so I already knew, like, he ain't fucking with me like that. I even told him, because I'm not the type to do the whole back of my tongue. I was like, you don't fuck with me, I already know, but it's all good. And he's like, no, it's not even like that, whoa, 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 whoa. And I was just like, all right, whatever. And then we go into the judging, and he plays games. Like, it's just, I've seen that line before, and then, you know, it's like, come on, bro, like, really, you just heard that line before? Like, what part? He said, not even a line. Dude said he heard part of my verse before. What?
Yeah.
Couldn't tell you when.
Oh,
And my whole thing was, if he did hear it, they should at least put it, like, I don't know, like, why wasn't it edited into the show, like, where you actually said it or
there
something?
was
like,
no part. There was no part. He was like, let me go into my phone real quick. I can't go into my phone right now, but, you know, I bet I'll find it. You know, he still owes me $100. So I don't care if he's on the run.
Yeah.
That's my 100 on principle. I want $100.
Yo, Joe Budden owes Dizaster $100.
I want $100. What up?
How about that organic tweets? Now, like, it was kind of like funny because it was almost a shot at you, but then he kind of retracted, like, that it wasn't a shot at you. When he said, I laughed my ass off when all these leagues try to come and spend money, and he said there's only 3 leagues that been around
or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. So, which he's talking about King of the... He said, because you guys are going to be gone in 6 months. But then he kind of said, well, at Mr. Dizaster's always been loyal. So, he kind of, like, said something, but then he kind of retracted it.
I think he understands. Like, he kind of... that's kind of the battle rapper and Organic being prideful, and he's just saying we're the best type of thing, like just like Smack says we're the most respected. I think he's just more taking shots at Total Slaughter and other people that are trying to get involved. I think our situation, first of all, he's going to be involved in it, and like not in my event, but with the situation I'm involved in, he's going to be benefiting off a lot of things. So it's not like, you know, that's one thing. Second of all, he knows that if I wasn't banned, this battle would be on King of the Die. Well, there's no other thing to talk about. If they didn't take... Look, man, this is the thing. Organic, this is where he fucked up. He let the pressure get to him from all the people telling him you should ban Diz, Smack calling him like ban Diz, everybody saying like, if you don't do it, you're fucked up and you set up math. He didn't know that was all going to blow over after a couple weeks. See, I was one of the dudes that knew that the whole time. That's why I wasn't tripping when everybody was flipping out. I knew everybody was going to be cool after that. It wasn't that serious, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, they just tripped out and felt like they had to ban me. There's no rule to ban someone if they punch someone. Cool, if you get some kind of punishment or fine, but you don't have to ban me for life for doing some shit that wasn't premeditated, and he knows that. He knows that now. There's not an ounce in him that believes it was premeditated. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the beginning, I could understand that, but at this point, they should either retract it or just realize how much I've been valuable to the company and outweigh this. Like Smack ain't gonna ban nobody for you. Why are you doing that for them? Organic is just too loyal to people. He just wants to go by the rules, and there ain't no fucking rules. You could just unban me and tell everyone to suck a dick. That's what you really should do, because real shit, like, what the fuck why do I deserve banned from life when I'm part of the major reason they're where they're at? Like, there's no, and it's not to, like, throw that in their face, but it's like, we work together, but it's like, why chop off a part of your own fucking leg? Why amputate yourself for someone that wouldn't give a fuck about you if you died? Wouldn't care if you died. Let's be real here, man. Like, from the beginning when King of the Dot came in, they wanted to Smack's respect, bro. They wanted to do things with them. Smack and a lot of people were just like, nah, fuck y'all. Like, they always were on some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know this. Like, Norbs could act as, you know, as political as he wants. Like, in the beginning, they wanted Organic and all of them to die. Like, death. Like, they wanted grind time, everyone to shoot them. You shouldn't be thinking like that. Like, straight up. Like, and I don't know, I guess that's where we're at right now with the shit, and I feel like, you know, Organic should not give a fuck what any of these people think, because at the end of the day, they're going to watch battles, and people are overlooking the fact that we're only here to watch bars. All this other shit doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? And I did apologize. I did say all the shit. Malik called both me and Math, like, you know, I don't expect Math to forgive me, you know what I'm saying, but what was done needed to be done, and I don't know what the fuck, you know what I'm saying, like, whatever, man. Like, you know, people can't say I'm unloyal or some shit. I went online and I said, fuck URL and Total Slaughter. Ain't nobody else gonna do that for me. I went to, hold on, this motherfucker trying to give me a ticket straight up. Hold on 1 second. Oh, I got 14 minutes. I got 14 minutes on the parking meter. All right. I went to England, and this dude started calling Organic a faggot and all this shit, man. I literally told him I was going to break his jaw. Then I went downstairs and spit in his face, took the money out of his hand, and told him to go fuck himself in front of all of his people. Like,
yeah.
Nobody can say shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I did what I have to do right now. Because I'm not about to stop eating. I'm not about to stop giving these people what they want to see. The only reason I wanted to stop is I lost motivation and I felt like I was suffocated.